everybody, welcome to Story Time today. My name is Chad and I have a few stories picked out for us to read together. Or actually, I'm going to read them, and if you want to listen, that would be great. So, our first story is called Ginny Goblin Cannot Have a Monster for a Pet. I have 3 pets at home. My wife and I have 3 pets, 2 cats and a dog. You have pets at home? If you do, maybe you could post in the comment what your pet is and what your pet's name is. Or maybe if you have more than one pet, share it with us and post it in the comments. You parents can do that. But let's go ahead with Ginny Goblin Cannot Have a Monster for a Pet. All right. Ginny Goblin loves animals. Goats are some of her favorites. But goats are kind of stinky and a lot of work to take care of them. Maybe if we help Ginny Goblin find a pet, she'll stop trying to herd goats through the house. Goats are on the table, what? But I want to be clear. Ginny Goblin should not need a giant net to find a pet. She should not need a bear trap, and she definitely should not need to drive an army tank. Ginny Goblin cannot have a monster for a pet. Let's take Ginny down to the beach. Maybe she'll find a tropical fish or a cute little hermit crab. Fish and hermit crabs make excellent pets. But wait, where is Ginny going? She's in a submarine. She's going somewhere. Ginny Goblin is not allowed to take a submarine to the deepest, darkest ocean depths. She is not allowed to find the great and terrible Kraken. She is not allowed to put a leash on the Kraken and take him home. The Kraken crushes ships in his mighty tentacles and has thousands of nasty suckers. Krakens are unfathomable monsters, and Ginny Goblin cannot have a monster for a pet. Ginny needs to find a pet that lives on land. Let's take Ginny out to the hills. Cute fluffy bunnies live in the hills. Oh no, there goes Ginny again. Ginny Goblin should not go into the ancient misty mountains. She certainly should not crawl down into the cold, dark cave that she finds with a magic map. She absolutely should not try to wake up a dragon and make him be her pet. Dragons eat cows in a single bite. They burn down villages with their fiery breath. Dragons are even crankier than krakens, and they need to sleep on a bed of gold coins, often for centuries at a time. Do you know what a century is? That's 100 years, so they need to sleep for a long time. Dragons are terrible monsters, and Ginny Goblin cannot have a monster for a pet. Ginny needs to find a smaller pet. Let's take Ginny to the forest. Pretty birds live in the forest, right? A little bird would be a nice pet, a nice, safe pet. Ginny Goblin should not go hunting in the spooky, twisty part of the forest where all the trees are dead and the grass is scorched. She should not make a cage trap from ropes and sticks or bait it with cupcakes. She unequivocally should not catch a basilisk in her trap. Basilisks live on land and they're smaller than dragons, but they turn everything they look at into stone. If Ginny took her basilisk to school for show and tell, her whole class would turn into statues. Besides, basilisks croak like big, ugly frogs, and they won't use the litter box like a cat does. Basilisks are petrifying monsters, and Ginny Goblin cannot have a monster for a pet. Ginny needs to find a pet that's not magical. In fact, I'm starting to wonder if Ginny should have a pet at all. Let's take Ginny to the Space Museum to take her mind off pets for a while. Oh, what now? Where is Ginny going? Ginny Goblin is not allowed to borrow a rocket ship from the Space Museum. She is completely not allowed to ride the rocket to outer space. And if she does go to outer space, She is not allowed to catch a space creature. Ah, there it is. She is especially not allowed to catch a space alien that spits acid. It would drool everywhere and ruin the floors. Space creatures are awful monsters, and Ginny Goblin cannot, say it with me, have a monster for a pet. Not a giant monster, or a fire-breathing monster, or a petrifying monster, or any kind of monster. We can't let any of those pets into the house, or the country, or the planet. Do you think you can find a pet that isn't a monster? What? You can? Well, okay then. What do you have in mind? Tell me, what do you have in mind? What do you think she should have for a pet? Let's find out. Look, Ginny Goblin has a baby goat. Goats don't crush things in their tentacles or set them on fire or petrify them or try to eat them. Goats even eat all the weeds in the yard. A baby goat is not a monster at all. I think he'll be a great pet. Well done, Ginny Goblin. Good work, everybody. Now, let's take Ginny and her baby goat home. It's almost time for her to get ready for bed. Wait a minute. Didn't I say something about goats in the house? Ah, Ginny and her baby goat are going to sleep in the bed together. I bet that bed's going to be really stinky. I've always wanted to have a goat. Someday maybe I will. I'm going to name it Rudy. Our next book is The Book with No Pictures by B.J. Novak. And it's kind of small, so it's good that you might not be able to see the pictures anyway. So it's all words. This is a book with no pictures. It might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures. Probably seems boring and serious. Except, here's how books work. Everything the words say, the person reading, that's me, the book has to say. So I have to say everything that's in this book, no matter what. That's the deal. That's the rule. So that means even if the words say blork, wait, what? It doesn't even mean anything. Blurf. Wait a second, what? This isn't the kind of book I wanted to read. I have to read every word the book says. Uh-oh. I am a monkey who taught myself to read. Hey, I'm not a monkey. And now I'm reading you this book with my monkey mouth and my monkey voice. That's not true. I am not a monkey. Yes, I am a monkey. I am also a robot monkey. What? And my head is made of blueberry pizza. Wait a second. No blueberries. Is this whole book a trick? Can I stop reading, please? No? Okay. And now it's time for me to sing you my favorite song. A song? Do I really have to sing it? Glug, 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 my face is a bug. I eat ants for breakfast right off the rug. What? This book is ridiculous. Can I stop reading yet? No? There are more pages. I have to read the rest. My only friend in the world is a hippo named Boo Boo Butt. Boo Boo Butt. And also, the kid I'm reading this book to is the best kid ever in the history of the entire world. Oh, really? Maybe all of you are the best kids ever in the history of the entire world. And this kid is the smartest kid too, because this kid chose this book, even though it had no pictures. Maybe that makes me the smartest, because I chose the book. Because kids know this is the book that makes grown-ups have to say silly things and make silly sounds like, oh no, oh no, here it comes, glurp, gawako, my grumpfadoo, ay, broog, 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 oomph, eemph, blaggity, blaggity, glibbity, globbity, globbity, glibbity, beep, boop, ee, badoongy face. Oh, my goodness. Please, don't ever make me read this book again. It is so silly. In fact, fact, it is completely and utterly preposterous. Next time, please, 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 please choose a book with pictures. Please? Because this is just too ridiculous to read. The end. Bonk. I didn't want to say that. Okay, well, let's read a book with pictures then. And words too. Pictures and words. This one's not quite so silly. It's called Penguin Problems. And it's all about a penguin who has problems.
Morning, everyone. This is Maintenance Department.
Whoop.
We're to be testing the fire alarm system at right now. Thank you.
Oh, we might have a fire alarm test. It's just a test, though. Things might get a little noisy. Let's start the story. Here we go. It's way too early. My beak is cold. What's with all the squawking, you guys? It snowed some more last night, and I don't even like snow. It's too bright out here. I'm hungry. I'd like a fish. Where are all the fish? Hey, fish, get out here. The ocean smells too salty today. I'm not buoyant enough. I sink like a dumb rock. It's way too... Whoa. What's the matter, boys and girls? You didn't know that was happening. Woo. It's okay. Everything's okay. That was just a test. So if you ever hear that when you're in the library, probably want to get with your parents and get outside where it's safe. But that was just a test. We're okay. So let's go back to the story. I'm hungry. I'd like a fish. Where are all the fish? Hey, fish, get out here. The ocean smells too salty today. I'm not buoyant enough. I sink like a dumb rock. Buoyant means you float like a duck. It's way too dark down here. Brr. I said brr. Oh, great. An orca. Do you know what an orca is? It's a whale. Oh, great. A leopard seal. Oh, great. A shark. What is it with this place? I don't like being hunted. I'm hungry. My flippers ache. I waddle too much. I look silly when I waddle. Waddle, waddle, waddle. See? Wish I could fly, but I can't. I can't fly either. See? He's flapping his little penguin wings. But penguins can't fly. Everybody looks the same as me. I look the same as everybody else. Mom, I literally have no idea who you are. Dad, I literally have no idea what you're talking about. My name is Mortimer. I have so many problems and nobody even cares. Excuse me, sir. What? Good afternoon. I sense that today has been difficult, but lo, look around you, penguin. Have you noticed the way the mountains are reflected in the ocean like a painting? Have you gazed upon the blue of that cloudless winter sky, my friend? Have you felt the sun as it gently warms your back? Have you simply stood with your penguin brothers and sisters and elders who adore you? Yes, some things are challenging out here. Yes, we all have difficult moments, from the walruses to the polar bears, from the whales to the penguins. But hear me now, my new friend. I wouldn't trade my life for any other, and I am quite sure you wouldn't either. I am certain that when you think about it, you'll realize you are exactly where you need to be. Please think about what I've said, penguin. Goodbye for now. Who the heck was that guy? Why do strangers always talk to me? Walruses don't understand penguin problems. Okay. Maybe that walrus has a point. After all, I do love the mountains, and the ocean, and the sky, and I have friends and family. This is my only home, and this is my only life. Maybe things will work out after all. My beak is cold. It gets dark way too early. The end. Thanks for joining us today and participating in that fun fire drill. We'll see you next time.